Thank you, Larby. Thank you, IDG. Thank you, Malik. Thank you, Jackie. It's always a pleasure, Larby.
Always a pleasure. Thank you, Elijah, for giving us again the space to talk and bring information and update to our dear drivers. With the cold right now, I don't know how you feel. I want to chat a little bit with you. How is the studio? Is it warm enough for you?
You know what? I ain't complaining, bro. I have no choice.
Not complaining.
Whatever happened, man, I'm here. I gotta be here.
Wait.
Yeah, listen, look who's laughing. It's all good. It's probably, let me guess. I know it's not Jackie. It's gotta be Malik. No, I'm sure it's Jackie. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Yes, of course. So I have Malik and Jackie with us today. But here's the thing, Elijah. I want to make it brief but precise because the message that I want to deliver today, and also my fellow organizers with me here, Jackie and Malik, it's very simple. It's something that we've been fighting for over 5 years right now, and it's really something that I want to know how we can achieve collectively. So I want to turn this to Jackie for a moment, just to talk a little bit about how important for drivers to actually have collective bargaining idea passed into their head. Go ahead, Jackie.
Hello, everybody. So, how to have collective bargaining put into your head, right? Think about it this way. Right now, you know, what is the most powerful thing on earth? It's the fact that people come together, get what they want, and we fight for what we want. If you guys want to say, for example, you want like a higher pay, right? A lot of people are fighting for higher pay. If you say, oh, you know, the cost of living went up, let's go on the bargaining table and let's say, hey, I want better pay. But it's not only I. A lot of drivers, they say I. What we have to change is the way our mindsets think. For example, we say we. If a group of drivers goes to the bargaining table and say we need higher pay, are they going to do it right away? No. But if collective bargaining passes and say we need higher pay, and we get on the bargaining table, guess what, guys and girls? You know, any driver, it will happen. Okay, and that is the most important thing. It will happen, whether you like it or not. Once collective bargaining passes, we could fight for the rights that we want. We could fight for, what we believe in. We could fight for more security. There's a lot of things that's out there. We just got to know how to say it, how to like phrase it, and how to pass the message down, how to get the people involved. And that is what collective bargaining is all about. It's the fact that people come together to fight for what they want. And I'm gonna bring this back to you, Larby.
Great, Jackie. I'm sure there's more to say about it. Collective bargaining is pretty much, as you mentioned, a group of people, asking, for better rights and asking for better working conditions, for better wages, just to name a few. Malik is also with us right here. Malik, a little bit hesitant about opening really the discussion on social media and what I call them, derailing the idea of bringing workers together into what I really want to call it a falsehood that could hurt over 2,000 workers who actually long to join the union and to be heard and to have one voice, one powerful voice. We want to look at the fact of that and how can we deliver the message to drivers tonight.
About that, it's all about making a union. Drivers, we've never had a union with any kind of rideshare or big tech. And it's about time we start making a union, you know? We need a voice heard. We need to have one voice. We need someone to speak for us. When we want something, it gets done. Because right now, it's just like Uber and Lyft especially. They just keep on recycling drivers. And I'm starting to see that even Amazon, they're taking out, you know, their regular drivers just because of little complaints that are most of the time false. I've seen many delivery workers get deactivated. Even though they've done 20,000 trips, 20,000 deliveries, they still get deactivated. 10,000 deliveries, they're deactivated. 8 years with Uber, they're still deactivated. Just over like 2 complaints of the same nature, they get deactivated. And that is not fair at all. Okay. They just, like, these companies, they've done so much, and we should stop that. We can't let that keep on happening. Feel bad for the delivery workers who get attacked, get shot, robbed, killed, and stabbed, and no one's there to help them. There's no funds for them or their family, and they're not really doing anything. No, like, even if it's Uber or Grubhub or DoorDash, like, it's like ripping up a piece of paper for them. They do not reach out to the families. They don't help the families. They don't do anything, and that's just bad. That's worse than bad. That's like, what kind of age are we living in where human lives don't even matter? And that's wrong. Back to you, Larry.
It is wrong. Thank you, Malik. It is wrong, as you mentioned. But again, you know, the critics out there, what they are saying about IDG, what IDG is doing for all the drivers out here. You know, I'm not gonna go into a debate and actually, you know, telling people what unions are doing for the workers. You know, and like that it's not my job to tell you what the union does. You have to find out on your own. But I will strongly suggest for all who are ignoring the historical facts, you know, since the union started in the United States, and they have long been one of the most powerful institutions that help workers achieve higher pay, benefits, better working conditions, in many decades. And that trickled down to right now with the different type of work that people are obtaining, which mostly coming from gig workers. It's something that I really want to ask those critics, do your research. Show me one union in the entire United States, in the 50 states, that is actually fighting for drivers and fighting for delivery workers. And I will say none. But now it is IDG that it's been fighting since the get-go of, you know, the era of rideshare. By the way, I hate the term rideshare. It's you know, a marketing, you know, kind of word. In New York, we don't share the ride. You hire a driver through an app, which is just like used to be a way of dispatch, used to be with the radio, used to be with the phone, used to be even with the payphone. Right now, it's with the smartphone. And technology brought things together and made it easy and accessible. So with that comes a lot of, like you mentioned, Malik, a lot of, I would say, hurt to the drivers, meaning the drivers become replaceable, just like a battery. The battery is drained, get a new one. And that's what they've been doing, honestly. When we see the surge of deactivation happening to driver, and one of the most devastating stories I heard from drivers, that drivers actually paid a lot of money and lost their access to the app. Supposedly, they are partners. However, they are not. But anyway, Jackie, if you have some information about the activation, you can go ahead, share it with the driver. Also, you can share the office if you want to come on Saturday. We want just to tell drivers there is hope, and you're not alone. So if this is your first time to hear from IDG, reach out to us. Go ahead, Jackie, with the information.
Yes. So, if you are deactivated from either Uber or Lyft, you could go to imdeactivated.com. That is IDG's website. And, this is something that we built to have an easier communication with the app companies over deactivated drivers. And, before, when we helped file out the appeals, every time we filed the appeal, all the messages will go straight to Uber or Lyft. And then what happens next is that they will only reply back to the drivers. We don't get we never see what's going on at the back end or anything like that. So ever since we created this I Am Deactivated this website, we're able to be in the loop of what's going on, what's the status. But unfortunately, the app-based companies, they still take a very, very long time to get a response from the app-based companies. So if you do file it, the hope is still there, but it just takes a very long time for them to give an answer, like before as well. So guys, file it on there, and once collective bargaining starts, once we win the fight for collective bargaining, we'll be able to have it a lot quicker. We will push them a lot harder, where app companies can actually sit down and listen to, we're going to push the app companies to sit down and be able to talk this out and say, hey, why was that a deactivation? What do we have to do to fix it? And it goes from there. So, again, website, imdeactivated.com. and file the appeal there, and you'll get the response right on there. Back to you, Larby.
Larry is
and
probably
by the way,
mute.
not only that, something else besides I Am Deactivated. If you are a driver, there's always IDG Legal that is there to help out. IDG Legal is the legal side of IDG. We create a network that's connected to a lot of drivers. I mean, not a lot of drivers, a network connected to a lot of lawyers. And through this process, the lawyers, they're able to we find affordable and one of the top lawyers in the industry. And not only this TLC industry, but other industries as well. For example, you got a ticket, we have a ticket lawyer. You have TLC ticket issues, we have a TLC representative. If you have been in an accident and you need a lawyer, we have a lawyer for that. If you need help with Black Car Fund claims because you were in an accident, we have a law firm that will help you with that. And not only that, but we also have immigration lawyers. There's a lot of like the driver population, right? It's made of mainly immigrant lawyers, right? And I mean, not immigrant lawyers. It's made up of like immigrants who like traveled here for a better life, who are saying, hey, the money we earn here, it goes a lot further back home. We send the money back home, but sometimes we want our family members to come here. So we have even immigration lawyers connected through IDG Legal to help the drivers as the best of their abilities. So idglegal.org. And the phone numbers, I believe Larby has it. He can give it out to you guys. Back to you, Larby.
Yeah, absolutely. I will deliver all the information by the end of this session. But I want to bring the conversation back to the 10 reasons to support the rideshare and delivery workers, I would say drivers and delivery workers' right to bargain bill, establishing a historic collective bargaining rights for drivers and delivery workers. This is one industry that is going to be added to the labor law in terms of rights and law that actually protects those workers, and that will be a very historic one. And ending poverty wages for thousands of New York drivers and delivery workers, reforming exploitive app fees and commission structure, meaning that you will sit down with the company and you will have to bargain for what normally seems to be your wages, but you are a partner, and a partner is entitled to voice themselves about how much money they should make. Providing unemployment insurance to New York drivers and delivery workers, meaning during the pandemic, normally drivers, they were not eligible for unemployment, but because of the pandemic, they were eligible. And remember, unemployment insurance in New York is the most complicated one. And thank God we actually went through the pandemic and we helped thousands and thousands and thousands of drivers get in unemployment so that they can survive and help their family, which is a good thing. Guaranteeing the flexibility that drivers count on, meaning there will be no lockouts. You know, companies, they have to find out a way how to stop the lockouts. And also the city agency, TLC, DMV, DOT, even the MTA, which actually MTA trying to get less drivers in the city, which is absurd. Everyone have the right to work where they want and when they want, because that's how it's supposed to be. Expanding delivery worker access to workers' compensation. Those delivery workers right now, they don't have no protection, no benefits, and worker compensation should be also allocated for those workers. Protection from discrimination. I've been discriminated many times. And that should not be tolerated anymore. Drivers right now are protected under the law. Anybody that assaults or discriminates driver are subject to a really big fine and or they will be facing jail time or prison time. Establishing groundbreaking benefits. Now, something that is called portable benefits, meaning that you don't have necessarily to work with one company to be eligible for benefits. If you are a delivery worker, you will get benefits. If you are a driver, you will get a benefits from those who are providing those benefits, and they will be by the law. They have to provide benefits. Providing job security and due process. What does that mean, job security and process? That means protecting your job. You're not going to get fired just because. There will be a due process, and they have to prove that you are guilty. And last but not least, holding the big tech company accountable. If a driver got assaulted, the company will be accountable. Accidents, they will have to pay for what happened to a driver. So on and so forth. I'm sorry I took a little bit of time delivering those reason why delivery worker and rider should, or what I call them in general, gig worker, GIG workers, they should support this Bill of Rights, this right to bargain bill. It's also a Bill of Rights, right, Jackie? But with me again, Malik, give us some updates about the New York State grant. We want the drivers also to benefit from that. Is it still happening? What's the updates on that and how that one works?
Yeah, so, my other name is Malik, by the way. So the New York State grant, right, it is still available. If you guys do need assistance on it, like filling out filing for it, come by to the office from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Again, guys, if you come at the door at 3:01 p.m., we are not letting you in. And I'm serious about that.
That's a joke.
No, that is not a joke.
That's a joke, guys.
Yeah, I mean, of course, drivers have to respect the time, of course. Go ahead, Jackie.
But yeah, you got to bring your 2019, 2020 taxes, your 1099, no, not 1099, your TLC license, DMV license, physical copy, not a picture of it. Unless you have a PDF file front and back, then bring that. You can also you also have to bring your bank statement And also, last but not least, a utility bill or a current lease, or what was the third? Oh, but if you own the home, you can bring your mortgage. If you're renting, a lease. Either of those would work. Again, keep in mind you need a 25% loss of income, meaning from 2019. For example, if you were to make $100,000 gross, your 2020, what you earn plus unemployment must not be over $75,000. I'm just giving those numbers out as an example, so you guys can have all the drivers can have an idea of what to do to for those that qualify. So what that means is that if you have 24.99% loss of income, but not that 25%, you're not getting it. Minimum 25% loss of income, then, that is that. So, again, come by the office, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Those are the times we're only letting the drivers in. And, just drop by. The address is 456 Johnson Avenue, room 420. Do not get high on the way up. Back to you, Larry.
Thank you, Jackie. Quickly, IDG Legal, for those who are getting tickets and they didn't know what to do with it, contact IDG Legal, 646-687-7587, 646-687-7587, or you can simply go to idglegal.org. That is idglegal.org. We have a few minutes left, which I just want to tell everybody, please be safe. Halloween parties, they're going to be starting soon. If you are a night driver, take extra precaution. Have your mask on all the time. Anything that happens, report it. If you don't know how to report it, contact IDG, organize an email, or simply you can text us as 917-594-6880. That is 917-594-6880. And we will be immediately with you. You want to get in touch with me? My phone number is 917-594-5496. That's 917-594-5496. And I will be happy to help you with whatever problem or issues that you are facing. Also, visit us at driversguild.org, which is Drivers Guild, GUILD.org. Become a member, and let me tell you something. We are doing the work. Remember, this is a driver-led organization. That means all of us here talking to you, we're also just drivers like you. But we decided to say enough, so we formed this space for all the drivers to come together so we can help each other and have our voices heard.
Nice.
And with that said, should I say happy Halloween to you guys? I don't know if you're celebrating it, but probably by next Saturday we may be able to say it again.
There you go.
So happy Halloween to everybody.
Thank you.
Don't go crazy. Be happy and enjoy your life. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Malik.
Last but not least, guys, all the drivers out there, the number Larry gave out, it's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call him anytime. 2, 3 in the morning is the best time to reach him.
Come on, be nice. Anyway, thank you.
That number is 917-594-6880. Thank you.
There you go. Thank you, guys. We love you.